Welcome back. For you, it's been 2 weeks. For us, it's been 25, 40 minutes.
25, 40?
Somewhere. So don't forget that if you're new, this podcast is called Go Fuck Yourself.
My vibration is just fine.
That's Debbie.
Kenn.
Yep, and we're your tour guides on our exploration today. We hope you enjoyed the last episode. We understand that it was if it wasn't kind of heavy for you, it was kind of heavy for us.
Mm-hmm.
Which means you're wrong. Just kidding. That's what we're opposing. Your vibration's too low. We can't hang out with you anymore. So we kind of thought it might be kind of interesting to do something different on this one. That I'm gonna say potentially we thought it was gonna be a little lighter, but we're analyzing Debbie's dream. So it might not be. It might be dark. It might be deep. It might be profound. Or you might have just eaten tacos before bed and you shouldn't have.
I didn't. It was a nap. It was a nap.
Right. That's right.
Yeah.
Which makes it even more. Yeah. So we're also though, because this is how we work, and yep, we have some tarot and oracle cards and shaman wisdom cards, and I have my runes here that we might be using to help interpret some of these things in the dream, because this is my second time hearing it, and I'm in this headspace now, so this will be interesting. I appreciate you when I said, hey, we should talk about that dream, and she's like, and I was like, are you sure? Yeah, why not? Okay.
Because what's been coming up, like, we pulled the oracle and it said transformation, right?
Yeah.
And then you pulled a card, transformation. And then some of the symbolism that I looked up in this dream said transformation. And it just feels like something is coming. Everything keeps saying it.
Yep.
That I look at, read, whatever. And something's coming. But I don't know what.
Do you remember that movie, Something Wicked This Way Comes?
I never watched that.
I've heard it. It was a Disney movie, I think. It was a book. And I think they made it, yeah. Maybe it wasn't a Disney. I know it's not. It would be a scary Disney movie, but yeah. Winter is coming.
Winter?
Well,
no.
I don't think we're getting
not getting a winter this year.
I wrote an article for the Pagan Chronicle, and I part of that, if it went in, because they haven't told me yet, because she sent. So okay, pause. The elk card talked about jealousy and competition. I was a little irritated at the feedback notes I got on my article when I first submitted it, which I fully admitted to the people that I was with when I got it. I shouldn't have read it when I read it. I should have just waited. My mom didn't tell me I was perfect and you're my perfect little boy. You're such a perfect little man. Like, she didn't do any of that to me. But still, I was a little bit like, why would you? You don't get what I'm trying to say here.
Right.
You know, like, but then after like a week, I worked through it, I processed it, and I reorganized and rewrote the article. I like it better now. I understand the notes better, but I have that little bit of like a
knee-jerk reaction, because it's based off of
everybody's needs. Yeah, it was like,
you don't reject me. What I do is perfect on the first fucking try, and who the fuck are you to tell me different?
Yes. And the other thing I realized about kind of processing that event was that, and I've noticed this with my dad too, like it's not just lately I'm snippy, but I'll catch myself doing it and I'm like, it's not his fault you've overbooked yourself and now you're like, I don't have time to deal with this right now. I have to go. And part of me in that thing with the article was I wrote the article and I got it done so I could send it in and then I could move on to my next things. Not necessarily, and I've written for them before, and David, the gentleman who used to handle it, he would call me and we would talk through everything, and but we had a relationship for that, and that didn't instantly happen. We built that, so, right. But the idea was that I don't have time to go back and rewrite this. So part of my aggravation was that other, but then also like, why don't I have time? So managing time and managing space and effort and energy is part of it too. But so I think that's kind of it was interesting lessons for me lately in my patterns of behavior that are rough, that I don't want anymore.
Yeah.
That caused me, yes, not because I'm a victim, but because I've programmed myself that way. They cause me to react the way I do, and I don't want to react that way anymore. So, you are lucky because your daydream, your liminal space walking, your whatever, because you'll get into it in just a second. You remembered it. I only remember my dreams when they are message oriented. So I don't remember all of my dreams. Do you remember all of your dreams?
No.
Or just okay? So you're the same then.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's the same.
I rarely remember. Like I'll remember bits and pieces when I wake up.
Yep.
Most of the time when I wake up, there's a song playing in my head, and I'm like, "Fuck, did I hear that for that?" You know.
Yep.
But no. And this one, it was a nap, and I was so disoriented when I woke up. It took me a good 5 minutes to figure out, like, oh, it's daylight outside. Oh, fuck, it's a nap. I'm in my bed. Like I'm in my house. Like I had to sit and think about all that. Like I woke up and I'm like, what the fuck is happening? Yeah. Like I didn't even remember taking a nap or where I was, or it was really disorienting. Amy.
It was a journey then, right?
Yeah.
Like to get grounded back into your body and into this realm. Yeah. When you're not sure what's what.
Yeah. I was really, really disoriented. Like, what the fuck?
Is there anything else you need to tell us to prep us to hear this, or do you just want to dive right in, and then if things come up, you'll give us the background?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it.
So you want me to just start?
Listen. We've got our 3 decks of cards. We've got the runes. Let me turn on my psychicness. Hold on. There we go. I'm just kidding. That was it. Real. I thought it was funny. Thank you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay. So, in my dream, I was with you, and I was trying to get a reading. Oh, yeah. So I did this whole explorer thing, which we should talk about one day because it was in our Rewilding podcast.
Yep.
So I got like a download or whatever from it, right? And I wrote a bunch of stuff out.
Yep.
And I had done that, but I had yet to see you. So in this dream, I was telling you like, oh, I need to go through all this. And I could have sent it to you, but I didn't want to send it to you because I wanted to see your initial reaction on when I read it to you. And then it shifted. And then I was, so that was the next part. So then we were in this room and it was dark, kind of, and there was a mirror and there was blood on the mirror. And I was like, holy fucking shit, this is déjà vu. And I stopped and I'm like, no, Ken, you don't understand. We've been here before. We have done this. And we were doing these symbols with our like gang signs. I don't know. And so I think when I told you the first time, the sign, like, I don't remember any of the signs. I just remember like moving our hands, and I'm like, but no, you're not understanding. Like, we have done this. This is déjà vu. And you're like, okay. And then I was like, so I don't remember any, but when I was writing it, it's not that I didn't remember. I wasn't shown what the signs were. Like, we were sitting there talking about them. There was some on the mirrors. I vividly remember like doing something like this or something, and I'm like, no, these signs, like, we've done this before. We've been, and I was so insistent. And that's what I remember from the dream. And then thinking about, it's not that I don't remember what the signs were. It was, you're not going to see what the signs are. Like, I couldn't see. I tried to see what the signs were, and I couldn't see what they were.
Like, you can't, sometimes in dreams, you see there's something written, but you can't actually make out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah. Okay. So there was that.
So, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. So there's a lot. So I don't know if you want to stop there.
We're going to start. So, what part of that would you like clarification on? I'm loving, if I had my way, my druthers, I don't even know where that comes from. I like the signs in blood on the mirror. Mm-hmm. Like, I wanted to know more about
like that. I couldn't make a distinction on those either. But I know it wasn't like
they weren't the runes.
Spatter.
Yeah.
It wasn't the runes. It was signs all, and it was like a big ornate oval mirror.
And the symbols were in blood. Mm-hmm.
And I didn't find that like weird but
normal.
And I was like, but no, it's déjà vu. And for me to say it's déjà vu and have that stand out while dreaming, that's
tacos before bed, but it was a nap and you didn't have tacos.
Right.
Okay, so what question? What do you want clarification on about that?
I don't like what do I need to know about the symbols?
The déjà vu or the symbols? Because you said the déjà vu stood out to you.
Well, because I was yelling it. Like it was very theatrical. Because I was like, no, wait, stop. Like, you have to understand, we've done this before. And I just had to get that message to you. Like, this is not new. This is not just happening. We've done this before. But then again, because I wasn't shown the symbols, and there were symbols on the mirror, and the symbols we were making with our hands, gang signs.
Gang signs and graffiti.
I guess the symbols.
Okay.
Because I know, like, I just had to specifically point out it was that's, because I stopped. Whatever was happening, I stopped it. No, we've done this.
Okay, symbols. Symbols. Hold on, please. The deck that I just shuffled was this Tarot of the Hidden Realm, which I really like the symbol. I like the imagery. Oh, actually. Okay, I just have to fucking stop for just a second. This has been creeping me out all day.
Why?
Because you have them behind the piece of art, behind the jawbone,
and then on
that, and then we also have the elk.
Yes.
There have been antlers all day long. Now I'm gonna show you. So it's a story, and this crown with the Mm-hmm. So Knight of Wands. Underneath it, the Queen of Wands, which is the next card in that deck, and then underneath that, the Moon, with the lady with the horns, and then underneath that, renewal, life renewal. So, okay, because for me, there's not a lot on these cards. Like traditional tarot cards would have certain symbols that mean things. Well, if I don't know the deck, I always just say, okay, like things have to be, the sign, the imagery has to come through as imagery that for me would have a meaning. So she has a creepy face and like so I don't know that is the instance here. So wands are fire and the moon is hidden. What I think is interesting about the visual of this story is that everything is green, then it burns, then there's nothing. And then my stomach growls. And then, actually, I guess then life renewal with this. You said we've done this before.
Mm-hmm.
Growth, burn it down, desolation, life renewed. We've done this before. Then it was the death card and then the world card. Oh, you can't show that because you see her breasts. And then the Queen of Cups moving into a world of my stomach. A world of water and air and there's a 10 of wands. Okay, so we've done this before.
But look, so like he's got the red eyes and he's super focused and intent on something.
Yep.
Right? And then look at her. Like she's grinning like a mischievous grin, like, guess what I just did?
Yep.
And then her, and it's like she's kind of being weird. She's in a weird pose, but her face is like, fuck around and find out. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, I don't know.
This is interesting too because it's like in this card, it's almost like X marks the spot, and then there's a hole, like someone took when you have a meteor impact, mm-hmm. there it leaves this, and then like everything went from there. It also has a cairn, like mm-hmm. Which are the places, rock cairns in Scotland. Different places around the world, yeah. But then the new acorn, he's very focused. Mm-hmm. There, behind her, she has like different patterns of like knot work too. Mm-hmm. Like what, these are people who are, so wands are, because it's fire, people who are, who can be, passionate, action. It's all action. So he's waiting, he's hiding, mm-hmm. She's not. And then this. So this kind of process of this is interesting to me in terms of that. So are the symbols, like if you're looking at a real clock, not a digital one, that it marks the passage of time by different things. So is it like, was it a portal or was it a marking of the cycle? And then the mirror is also then like moving from one space into another. All of that on the table. We're gonna set the table like we're having a Sizzler buffet.
Okay.
And then we'll pull all this together, what works and what doesn't, as we progress.
Okay.
Does that sound okay?
Yeah.
I also feel like I just want to. It'll be monos.
That was a higher one. What's that?
Year.
Yeah, where everything flame.
I'll say again. Oh, Querth. The funeral pyre. Oh no. Isa, which is ice.
Oh.
Stillness, block. Well, it can be blockage. It also can be a bridge. Mm-hmm. Ice in the winter. Interesting. Okay, I'm just going to leave that there because I don't know.
Okay.
So let's hear the next part.
Okay. Okay, so then the dream shifts again, and we were sitting at a table and you were giving me a reading.
Okay.
Well, you were trying to, and we kept getting interrupted. There was a line behind me, people were waiting, and I kept thinking, oh, I can just go and get mine later, because he keeps getting interrupted. There's a line waiting. It's putting the pressure on. I'm not going to get a good reading because, we're worried about other people and we keep getting interrupted.
Yep.
And then like somebody brought food, and so they said it, and so you had to go deal with that. And then I was like, yeah, I'm going to just say, oh, I'll just hit you up later and you can do mine. And then I was like, no, fuck that. I paid just like all these fuckers are paying.
Yep.
It's my time.
Yep.
So they can fucking wait.
Yes.
And then it shifted again. And so you were still trying to get me a reading, but it shifted, like the scenery shifted, and we were sitting by an outbuilding at a card table, and you were trying to give me a reading, and something flew in and hit the like inside of my foot, and then it went into the shoe. And then so I go down, I reach down to see like what the fuck just hit my foot.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden this hawk comes out of nowhere and bites my finger. And I'm like, what the fuck? And so the hawk jumps back and shapeshifts into a woman. And she's like a shorter, kind of heavy set, short blonde hair with glasses woman. And she had a British accent. And she's like, sorry about that, love. And I was like, what the fuck? And then she said something, which I don't recall. And then she's like, even that'd keep a straight man happy for a couple of days. Like, what? And then she disappears. And I look down, and what was inside my shoe and the inside of my foot was a moth. And it was one of those moths that has like the two black dots on the wings, and they kind of look like eyes. Mm-hmm. And so I lifted it up, and I was like, oh, this is what, and even though the bird bit me, I wasn't scared and it didn't hurt. I was just like, oh, what the fuck, And so the moth thing. And then I look at you and you look at me, and I'm like, are we just going to pretend that we didn't see a shifter? We're just going to go acting like it's a normal fucking day? And you're like, yeah. And I'm like, okay, I guess that's what we're fucking doing then. So okay. I don't know where the British accent came from, but you have shape-shifting, you have the moth, which I kind of looked up those. They mean all kinds of different things. I know it said like, if it hurt or whatever when I got bit, then that was a bad sign. But if I wasn't scared and it didn't hurt, then it was a more positive thing.
Yeah.
So,
did you think and feel like when she said, "Oh, sorry, love," it was because she didn't mean to do it, or because so it was an accident?
Yeah.
But she left the moth.
Yeah. But that's what she was going for. But because she
was
bit
trying to
me,
get the moth.
Yeah. So, but she bit me instead of the moth. And so that's when she shifted and was like, oh, sorry about that, love. Like, she wasn't going for me. She was going for the moth.
I don't think I understood that the first time you told me. Okay, so we moved to outside, card table. Mm-hmm. What happened? Oh, Hawk, she transforms into a woman. Sorry about that. Wasn't really going after you. What happened to the moth?
So I held it, I seen it, and then I said, so are we just gonna fucking pretend like we didn't both just see a shapeshifter? And you're like, yeah. And I'm like, okay then. And then the dream shifts again.
So, can we ask why we're ignoring the shapeshifter?
Yeah. I wasn't. You were. You were just like, yeah, like we see this shit every fucking day. Okay.
Like nothing's like it's all
why
normal.
are we acting like this is not normal? We know this can happen, so we're just gonna go with it. Kind of, you know what I mean? Like that's the. corn planting.
3 is my favorite number, by the way.
3. Gemini, Thought's child.
This deck is the Shaman Wisdom cards, created by Lita Richardson.
Mm-hmm.
So 3. 1, 2, 3. Fourth chakra. 1, 2.
Do you count from the bottom up or the top down? I always go from the bottom up.
It'd be the same one, wouldn't it?
Wouldn't it?
The heart.
Or 7.
Yeah. So the 4th would always be the middle, which would be the heart, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not my.
It's the same either.
It's not my.
I'm like, wait a minute. Don't make me do math.
I am obsidian. I'm a teacher stone. I'm here to teach you how to make positive changes in your life, create good relationships with others, which will expand your inner growth and self-fulfillment. It's time to use your full potential to go within, mediate, develop your psychic gifts. Use me as your divining mirror to uncover self-deception and hollow excuses.
Fire.
Okay. My power keeps out the unwanted and protects from misuse. It's obsidian is the stone. Outside interference and energy draining situations, I am prosperity. Not abundance. Ooh, that's a really interesting distinction. Prosperity. Because people always say, I want abundance. And I'm like, well, you're going to win the whole year supply of tampons. That's an abundance of something. Right. Be specific. But prosperity is different. Mm-hmm. Okay, hold on. 3. Corn planting moon. I am corn planting moon. I'm a place of beginnings, life renewed. Mm-hmm. I am the germination of ideas. The corn maiden comes as the symbol of food and sustenance for the people. Honor her. I am germination. Under my light, you are called to begin anew, life renewed. Oh my God. Okay, this is ridiculous. This is how shit works, though, people. To sharpen your communication skills and to get along better with all of your relations, including siblings. Energy increases during this time. Let your ideas germinate and grow. Let yourself smile at the progress. The third card was 22, which is the badger. Bro. I am badger. I'm assertive. My teeth are sharp and barred. Don't expect me to back down. I fight for what I want, and I usually get it. I may be difficult if you cross me, but my care and custody of that which I defend is strong and assertive. I clearly define the lines of conflict and power struggles. I am quick to express any feelings, especially if I feel threatened or concerned. Hold on, I'm going to read that for all of you again, because I'm not going to say it was just for me. I am quick to express my feelings, especially if I'm threatened or concerned. The funny thing is I read that opposite the first time I read it.
Yeah.
My judgments are keen and swift. I am assertive. Oh, jumping. What did you call it? Knee-jerk reaction.
Yeah.
If I burst into your day, you better take me serious. I fight for my rights, and so should you.
Wow.
You may need to defend the principles you say you believe in.
Oh.
Be prepared to stand up for what you say and believe. It's time to walk your talk.
Ouch.
In addition, you may need to get your feelings out, cry, blow your top, bare your teeth. You'll feel better once you let go. Now, turn your anger into passion for the work at hand. Badger digs to the root. Badger medicine says digest the root. Get to the bottom of things. Assimilate everything you need to know for healing.
Well, if that wasn't a summary of the last podcast, I don't know which was,
I'm not,
right?
yeah. So if you missed that, or if you started reading it and were like, meh, 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 then you should go back and listen to it. So now just because we went to the book for these, I have a feeling there might be some fucking things about this one. But I'm gonna let you read them.
Do you think people want to hear about this whole thing?
I think, listen,
It's relevant,
it's
though.
relevant.
It's relevant.
So the night of, I was just a divinatory meeting.
The knight is motivated by two things: passion and energy. Ugh. He likes to act quickly and is able to do so because he is certain of his decisions. This confidence is admirable and made all the stronger because he lives very much in the moment, without worrying about what has happened or what might happen. He seems to have a disregard for consequences. We said that one of the last podcasts too, didn't we?
Yep.
Consequences.
Yep.
In the rewilding one.
In the did you like my name?
Yeah.
Wild Thing. Wild
yes.
Thing. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, thanks.
Even though we should put music to it, like Wild Thing.
I know. I really thought about that. And I was like, I don't want to have to pay them royalties,
but he decides based on what feels right in his heart at the moment. He cannot change that by imagining some unpleasant consequences. To change action based on the future is, to him, cowardice. Whatever is right must be done, and it best be done quickly.
Queen of Wands.
Ouch.
If you do, so if I think sometimes for those of you who may not know how tarot works, it's usually a story. It's about like moving through emotion, moving through passion, moving through thought, moving through like grounding, and there's a story within the major arcana and the minor arcana that kind of flows and happens. So the fact that we started off with the Knight and the next card in the tarot is the Queen of Wands means there's potentially an evolution from that place that you just heard about to this place.
Mm-hmm. Okay, the Queen of Wands is outgoing and charming. She loves good company and brings out the best in those around her. She is passionate about everything and brings high energy and a desire to take action to anything she is involved with. Her motto might be, anything worth doing is worth doing with gusto. She has no patience for half measures and can be insensitive towards those who lack her confidence, especially if they are unresponsive to her good natured and sincere encouragement. Life is meant to be lived to the utmost. She intends on doing so and is willing to help everyone else do so too, if they put forth even a small effort.
So that's a very different, that's more, it's bigger focused, not just me. Like the Knight is like, this is what I want, this is what I feel passionate about, this is what I'm doing. Which reminds me of when Winter told me, figure out what matters and focus on what matters. I said, I'm an Aries. Everything I do matters because if I'm doing it, it's because I feel it.
Right.
But that doesn't necessarily mean it matters when it comes to what my goals are. Because I can have something move me and stir me and I want to do it and I do it, but that doesn't mean I should be focusing my energy on that. Yeah. Also interesting that fire, these were tempered with ice too. Okay. So the moon.
The moon is a complicated card and indicates that the situation you are doing the reading about is not simple. There may not be a clear black and white answer, but only a frustrating lack of concrete facts. By the light of the moon, shades of gray fade into each other, causing you to question what is actually there. Is it a monster or a treasure? Will you find your dearest hope or your greatest fear? When lost in the night, waiting until morning can be helpful. But until then, you're spending time with your monsters and your dreams. Both tell you something about yourself and give you answers. While the situation may be confusing to the conscious mind, you might be surprised that these encounters in the dark help you see your unconscious desires very clearly. Once you tap into that wisdom, knots become unraveled and riddles are solved. So that's funny, because didn't we just talk about being in the dark on the last episode? And that you said you can't see stuff and the gray areas and darker shadows. Weird.
So, oh God. Okay, so the moon is 18. The card in between 18 and 20 is 19, of course. I know. All of you just thought that in your head. What is the one in between, though?
The sun.
The sun. Okay, so we go straight from the moon to life renewed, skipping the sun, which is funny because
light pollution.
Yes, skipping the sun, which is usually. Can I see that card? The picture of that card? Yeah, it's usually a baby face, and it reminds me of the fucking Teletubbies. And I hate it.
Baby face.
I hate it.
Yeah.
At least that one's two little fey people. But yes, anyway, so life renewed.
Okay.
By skipping the sun.
So that's 20. Traditionally, card 20 is named Judgment. It's meant to bring to mind the last judgment, when the soul of the faithful are called from their graves into new life. Unfortunately, it comes with a say that word.
Oh, connotation?
Yeah, of being judged, which, while part of the Christian history, is not part of the story of the hidden realm. There is no judgment, but only the promise of fresh starts and new beginnings. This card brings more than just a clean slate. It brings a clean slate with a sense of purpose. Just as an acorn transforms into a tree and an egg into a bird, when you get this card, you are given the opportunity to begin anew, to become what you are meant to be.
Okay, so then, just for shits and giggles, because we're gonna, you cannot hit pause, you cannot hit stop, you cannot go and collect $200. You have to stick with us. You're not fucking leaving. I'm a corn planting moon.
Yeah.
I am a place of beginnings. I am the germination of ideas. 52. The hit. I can count. I am obsidian. I'm a teacher stone. I'm here to teach you how to make positive changes in your life. And then the badger. The badger had a lot to say.
Protect what's mine.
Turn your anger into passion for the work at hand. Dig to the roots. Digest the root. Get to the bottom of things. Assimilate everything you need to know for healing. So, to this point in your dream, we have been at the mirror with the symbols, and we're flashing graffiti gang signs. And then we go to a place where I'm trying to give you a reading, but we keep getting interrupted. We go to the place near an outbuilding where we're doing a reading, but now your shoe, and then, which we find out later is a moth, but then the hawk comes down, apologizes for
biting me
instead of getting the moth, which is what it was after. And so all of that to this point is this story that we have just told by kind of giving a little bit of description of these cards. We've been here before. We do it over and over. It's déjà vu, which means it's happened before. So oh my God. So the individual, the group, going into the dark, skipping the light to have life renewed. New beginnings.
Planting seeds. Germination.
Yep, all of that. So Ooh, one sec. Sorry. I didn't realize I had ticks until if I unmask that, like going back to masks. Because that was that last episode.
No, we just talked about it off camera.
Fuck if I know. My ticks show up. I didn't know that until a couple of years ago. I want to know. I want to know what the moth represents because
it said a couple of different things. Like, well, I can tell you what Google AI
what Google said. By the way, if you're in our primary age group, which is 45 to 59, we know exactly what you're concerned about in life, according to Google AI.
Finances and healthcare.
Yep. Yeah. Well,
that's it.
Getting money back in our bank accounts. Moth.
So that was the hawk. So a big moth often see, and that's the picture. But this one was more dark. It didn't look like that one. But anyway, powerful transformation, hidden self-growth, or attraction to something alluring but potentially destructive, like a flame, representing inner anxieties, shadows, or significant life changes that require facing vulnerabilities and finding inner light. Fuck. It can signify to call to personal evolution, revealing hidden desires, or confronting subconscious issues like decay loss or self-destructive tendencies, depending on the moth's actions and your feelings in the dream.
Okay, no fucking shit. You saw me shuffle. I knocked. I cut them, and I always read the one that comes out on the bottom about the moth. Self-image and self-confidence. It's a beautiful card. It's stunning. So, my friend. Oh, and then lust for life comes out of that. Why do they have to put little, like, kids are creepy in tarot. I just don't like it. I just don't. It creeps me out. Fucking happy baby. Do you know what I'm so irritated by that probably is because I didn't have a bad childhood, but there's some hope in there that got crushed out of me and I'm pissed off about it. Right? I mean, life is, people will say, oh, you decided to come to this planet.
Yeah.
And blah, blah, blah.
You chose the family you were going to be born into. No, you chose every hardship you had to face.
Your self-image has a huge influence on your conscious and unconscious decision makings. It shapes your beliefs about what you can and can't do. It's time to give your self-image a makeover. You're capable of much more than you think, and we've had that already again today. And you can expect more from life than your current hopes and dreams. This sparkling phoenix is arriving at just the right moment. Of course it is. Now is a good time to change your self-image and boost your self-confidence. It's essential for you to do so for the future course of your life. The key is to appreciate your own inner strength and your successes.
So how do I change my self-image? Piercings and tattoos? A new hair color?
I told you we could make you blonde.
No.
The key is to appreciate your inner strength and your successes. It's important to be consciously aware of your achievements, identify and acknowledge them, which is something you had. I don't know if it was last episode or in between recordings or this one. So take a pick. You'll remember. But you said something about like self-worth or something, and like not. God, I can't remember because I can't remember. Anyway, we'll skip that. You might consider them trivial, your achievements, but it is not a question of whether your achievements are great or small. It's not a competition, and each That's a hard one for all of us.
Mm-hmm.
Not a competition. Each small success counts. Take a look at your weaknesses and failures, but be gentle with yourself. Everyone has weaknesses and has experienced failure. It's just part of life here on Earth. If you can allow your self-image to shine, you will make decisions both consciously and unconsciously that will bring your dreams a little closer. Now, keep in mind that it's easier because I can see it all over your face, that the light shat all over this book to make it right. Yeah, because you're not gonna go like, oh my god, Oracle of the Phoenix, you're a fucking weirdo and you need to get your shit to get, like, they have to spin these things, right? There has to be. So we understand that you have to take this with take it with a grain of salt. And we don't offer ourselves the same grace and the equivalent balance to take it in the powerfulness that it is.
Right.
So, the Moth is about transformation again, but about
self-image and confidence.
And so what I think is interesting too is that the hawk was after the moth.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we will be consumed by
something at some point.
Yeah, like something wants you. Like, whether it's for whatever reason, right? Like something, we're part of the chain, the food chain too. Out of curiosity, what did the hawk mean in your thing?
Hold on, let me find it.
This might have been a reference to like you and I being in the American, the War of Independence, like the British thing.
A hawk in a dream often symbolizes sharp vision, focus, strength, and spiritual awareness, urging you to gain a higher perspective, trust your instincts, and be alert to opportunities or threats, representing clarity, change, and powerful discernment, though it can sometimes signify a predatory force or something unclean, depending on context.
Oh.
Key themes include freedom, wisdom, protection, and spiritual messages, but also potential warnings. Potential warnings to pay attention or deal with hidden aspects of your life.
I wonder also if sometimes the hawk in our dreams is not the us that we're trying to become, trying to consume the person that we are so that we can become that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How are you doing?
Good.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you?
We're almost to the end. Okay. So I said, are we just going to act like this is an everyday occurrence? Yeah. The dream shift again. You're still trying to give me a reading, but it's almost as if you were high or drunk or something.
Oh, yeah.
And so we're in a room and there's two whiteboards. On the left side, on the whiteboard is like sheet music. Like it's in the dry marker, right?
Yep.
And you're writing notes, music notes in there. And you're like, can you see, like, doing this like really big hand gestures, and you're really worked up about it. And you're like, and I'm like, no. And you're like hitting the board and putting your hand, like, I still don't know what you're saying. And so that goes on. And then on this side, there's a picture of a bed, like a canopy bed, a big, thick wooden canopy bed. And you go over and you're like, think of it this way. If this was, I don't remember, and you're being really dramatic with it again, and you're like theatrical, arms waving, whatever. And then I says, I still don't. And then you go over and you're like, this right here, what do you not get about this? And I'm like, I don't know. And then there was nothing. And then the bed is like a real life bed in the room. And you're just exhausted. Because like I said, you were being really like you were high or something, drunk, something, but really theatrical and irritated that I wasn't getting it. And then, so the bed turns into a real bed. And then you lay there and I'm like, you know, like, you good? And then you reached out your hand and you squeezed my hand and you're like, we'll just talk tomorrow. And tomorrow, like in real life, the next day I had a hair
It was
appointment.
our hair appointment.
Yeah. So, and that's the end of the dream. So I never got a reading in the dream.
No.
That was a consistent theme through,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
And then all the other stuff.
First of all, Tate, if you're listening, I heard you in my head say, yeah, of course he's doing big dramatic arm gestures. So, fuck you. Congrats on your promotion. Okay, so.
So you should get another set and ask, what was the sheet music that I wasn't understanding? Like, what wasn't I getting you were trying so hard to make it so obvious?
Yeah. What is the message of the sheet music?
Yes.
Is that the right question? Like, is asking what do the notes represent? Like, what is the message of the notes? Is that the right question?
What is the message of the note? Is that the right question? That's yes. Wait, let me look it up. Yes. Indicator. No, that's what I thought.
Okay, that's what I thought too. It felt like that. Let's go back to tarot. So what is the message that you're supposed to do? What is the message of
the notes?
The notes.
The music notes.
Yep. If that were translated into concept, what is that? There's a lot of fire.
A lot of fire. And I don't know if you remember, but when you did that drumming session and we went up to the canyon.
Yep.
And I said I was being put in an incubator.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, you did, didn't you?
Mm-hmm. I remember it was like raining on the mountain right there, but all of a sudden doing that, the wind stopped, the heat came in. I was in the creek bed, the runoff bed.
Yep.
But it was nothing but sun. Like the clouds disappeared. It's raining right there. The wind stopped, and then it felt like I was in an incubator.
And then the little moth butterfly thing came down.
Yeah.
The hawk
came. The crow.
And then for me, vulture came, which is rare for me around here to have vulture show up. Is it this card?
Yeah.
Oh, the Hierophant. I swear to God, if this is what I look like in your dreams, we're having a problem. Not that I'm the Hierophant at all. I'm not saying that at all. But like, if that's who you think...
Did you turn right?
He's showing nipple. Look at that. And he has horns. The Hierophant is card number 5. And it also, 5 has been a big thing. Okay. The Hierophant indicates a time of teaching and learning, for the two are intertwined. Even though you may be technically the teacher, you are also learning, and every student gives their teacher something the instructor did not have before. If you are called to teach formally or otherwise, give your knowledge freely and with a light hand. Let your students explore your offerings, blend them into their own history, and create their own unique wisdom. If playing the role of a student, be an active participant, measuring the instruction against your own experiences and beliefs. Whatever part you play, at the end of the day, the only common lesson is to dance your wisdom. In other words, what have we gotten? Walk your talk. What other card was that? The Badger? Or what other card was that today? One of them. Yeah.
So isn't that just coincidence that there's a whiteboard, there's stuff, you're trying to teach me something or explain something.
Yeah.
It's almost like a classroom, and then you get that, and it talks about classroom, teacher, student thing.
Yes. What I also like about what that said was that, leave it alone for just a second. What I also like about what that said was, if we're looking at music and writing a song, I don't read music really well.
I don't.
But I took some music theory classes in college, and you learn the staff, what the staff looks like. You learn what the different notes, the different flags, the different, things mean. And so the notes and the staff and the beat and the rhythm and those type of things are just the key, are the parts. The song, it's not about teaching you a song. It's not about teaching you your song. It's about looking at the parts that create your song, and then you have to create your own song.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense?
Mm-hmm.
It's about, like, I love what that card says about, like, allow students to, should have just left it open. I knew I'd want to go back to it. If you are called to teach, formally or otherwise, give your knowledge freely and with a light hand. Let your students explore your offerings, blend them into their own history, and create their own unique wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
So
instead of you just preaching at me and this is the way it is.
Yeah. I'm not trying to get you to sing my song.
Right. Or tell you this is the way it has to be.
Right. Yes. Yeah. It's not that at all.
Right.
And that can be the most frustrating thing when we're trying to change change how we function with information, and saying, well, it's not in the textbook that way, or I have to do it the textbook way of doing it, mm-hmm. right? Which is just kind of keeping us where we were, right. Not where we're going.
Right.
So, one moment. I think that card's for me, and I think that top card is for you. This is one of my cards. It's the King of Wands. So we had the Knight, the Queen, and now we have the King. Mm. The King of Wands, don't pull your card yet. Hold on. The King of Wands I show up as the King of Wands in readings usually, because the King of Wands, that or the Emperor. So the King of Wands is a man with deep conviction and passion. He's also a man of action and experience. Using his experience, he assesses a situation and makes bold decisions. Some people will call this knee-jerk. As soon as he decides his course of action, there's no hesitation. With confidence born of certainty, plans are made and carried out. Yep. People are drawn to him like moths to a flame. His determination and his courage inspire trust. He's born to lead, and people willingly follow, which is why I have to be careful not to become a cult leader. I always
just be a cult.
I'm going to, leaving their fears and insecurities behind. He brings the best that is within him and expects no less of everyone else. Yeah, that's also a double-edged sword for me. So,
what? He brings experience and what?
I bring the how did that go? I bring the best. Oh, come on!
So far off.
He brings the best that is within him and expects no less of everyone else. Mm-hmm. Which that one of these other cards spoke to that a little bit about our expectations of other people. So now, I believe that one was for you.
Fire.
The 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, the fire again. I like the 8 of Pentacles. Commitment. My stomach. Because I ate at Verge's this morning, too. Commitment and discipline, as well as raw talent and learned skill, are needed to achieve perfection. He's working on forging metal, right? Making coins.
Making money.
Making money. Or as close to perfection as is possible. However, no matter how determined you are, it is impossible to move toward an ideal without having a clear vision. Without knowing what you wish to create, you cannot assess your progress and know what to change to improve your project. This card suggests that you are making progress in getting closer to your goal. Do not settle for something if you are not satisfied. Continue your practice and know that the end result will shine with your passion and dedication. So when we're looking at the numbers, 1 to 10, it's about starting out with the seed of the idea. Seeds. And by like, so number 9 is 9 of Pentacles is about personal satisfaction. This card marks the sense of satisfaction that comes from hard work. But then 10 usually is the one that represents like a fulfillment, because 10 of Pentacles is the last one that happens, because you go through air, water, fire, or air, fire, water, and earth is always the last one. So the 10 of Pentacles is the culmination of all your work through all of the suits, from my understanding. And so that's the ultimate abundance, peaceful home, grounded, like all of that. It's like the culmination of all that work. So that would be like very close. Like keep at it.
So I'm almost at a 10.
Yeah. You're an 8. You're, according to this tarot deck, you're a solid 8.
I'm enough with that.
Yeah, right. What's interesting too. So let's go back and hit the notes of this of the dream. Symbols around the mirror, and we've been here before, right? So this pattern keeps going over and over. Like we never stop.
And that's been the consensus with what we've been talking about, right? Yep. Like, why are we repeating the same shit over and over and over again?
Yep.
And why do we not learn from repeating patterns?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
No, it's actually.
Because it's not just, like I'm trying to point out, it's not just my dream that this is relating to. And my dream happened, let's see when it happened.
December
30th.
30th. Huh. Same thing. They're numbers.
So it's been weeks, right?
Yeah.
And then all this stuff that got us talking in the last episode.
Yep.
And if you listen to the episode. Well, that was before, but it's all connected.
Yep.
Is what I'm trying to get to.
I think that trying to, like, the idea too that you keep trying to get a reading,
and it never happens, by the way.
Well, what actually, that's a great question, and we're going to pull one more card. What, because it never happens, what does the reading mean to you? Like, what is the symbol of the reading? Is it to have the right answers? Is the reading clarity? Is the reading clarification?
Well, that's what I would want it to be. But, it's never clarification. Let's just be honest. It's just more vague shit that you have to pine and figure out. There's never a do this at this time, go this way, turn left at the stoplight. There you go. Yeah.
Well, yeah, because then it would be me telling you what to do, right?
But it wouldn't be you. It would be
cards. Okay.
Or the dream, or the higher.
Yep. What does the reading that is never accomplished represent in the stream?
What is it?
The Crow and the Raven.
Oh,
we read this one earlier. When we weren't recording 17. Southwest, masculine, and water are the elements of that card.
I am Crow, I am Raven. While we are two distinct species, we are similar in medicine. I am little understood and revered. I am the messenger, the bridge between two worlds, the dream world and the physical realm.
Yep.
My psychic knowledge soars above the earth plane, calling, sometimes jeering, always breaking the silence. I am a shapeshifter. I bring spirit messages and inner knowledge. Jeez. Even as I dream the dream, I scavenge the rubbish piles, the things rejected by my two-legged relatives, using what they discard as useless. I am the message and the messenger, the bridge between two worlds. I screech my arrival as I jump into your day. It is no secret when I come. I clearly let you know exactly where things stand. When I am present, you know that your future is changing before your eyes. This is a time of transformation. You will traverse two spheres of understanding. Expect the unexpected. Open your heart to welcome great plenty. It is insufficient to desire it alone. As your connection between the two realms, I support you in balancing everyday reality with spiritual purpose. Get past the face value of things. They are not always what they seem. I am your wake-up call.
I wrote, get past the face value of things down, because yes. I loved that in there. Okay, so,
walk into realms.
I'm the rune walker, the walker between worlds.
So, but that's kind of like
that's what I used.
What a Pisces does too, right?
Yep.
And that's what you're in the dream world, but you're also, you're in reality. I'm like, some people aren't.
Some people aren't. That's my moon sign, Pisces. Mm. That's where that comes from. So
mine's Gemini, which is that Gemini,
which is
Pot's child.
Yeah. So the reading is okay. Tell me if this resonates for you. I don't know. I'm getting uncomfortable. I'm trying to adjust this. The reading represents me, or whoever. The reading represents the bridge, and you're looking to somebody else to give you the bridge and to give you the message from the other world instead of the trust and the self-confidence and stuff.
To interpret it myself.
Yeah, for doing it for yourself, which is what we all go through. I still sometimes will go, okay, I can't do this. Like when I came to you the other day,
like when it relates to you. Yeah.
Yes.
When it's you doing it yourself to yourself.
Correct.
Yeah. That's always why I was second guess and wonder and question. Yeah.
Yep. And so that's that. So the 3-stone divination that you're doing, that is meant to make things less heady. And you have to commit to whatever the answer is you go with. Because
you don't mean roll 10 times for one question?
And you can even set it up with like, I'm going to roll 3 times and the majority of the answer, right, will be okay. And I think that's fine. But you can't keep rolling until you get the answer that you want.
The answer that I want multiple times in a row to make sure.
Yes. Yeah. I need to have not just one crow show up, but 101.
A murder of crows.
Yes. Yeah. I saw one the other day and I hadn't seen a murder of crows for a while. Anyway. This is really, I didn't, because we don't plan this fucking shit. No. I couldn't have planned it.
Right.
To have it work out the way it did. I'm actually not a very smart person when it comes to like that. I can recognize patterns and I can pull shit like that. And that's probably part of my autism. But this, to me, clarified that entire dream. And I will also say that doesn't always happen.
Yeah.
If I pull cards because I'm doing it for myself. I'm trying to interpret the dream and I pull cards for myself. But that's why it's good to have conversation like,
right.
Does that feel right? I don't know. But how does that? And this also with Isa, going back to the rune, Isa being solo, still centered in just you.
And like you said before, also a bridge, which was brought up multiple times.
Because in the north, in the winter, when the water freezes, it becomes a bridge. When things are still, when you calm the emotion and it freezes, not because it's bad, just because that's the time of the season, you can then use that to cross rivers or oceans, as we've seen with the idea of the land bridge,
right?
The ice bridge from like Russia to here.
So overall consensus
on the dream,
on all of it,
all of this. Yeah. Like I think that it's the focus of our working together, which includes, not according to the book, but I would also like to point out that the book said teacher and student both learn, right? And I've never really seen that. I mean, you come to some of my classes and things, but I've never really seen this as like a teacher-student thing. Right. So I think if we pull it out of that, but put it into exchange of information, it's about exploring things, that allow you and I both, but for specifically you here, to explore concepts, but not just explore them because I'm giving you, this is how you do it. You have to follow these rules, because that's how this podcast started.
I know.
Fuck this. I've tried this, and it doesn't fucking work.
Right.
Yeah, because we're doing other people's, right? This is about exploring, learning how to write music so that you can write your own song, which is an interesting idea because in my tradition, we before we become initiated, we are asked to write our power song, which is which is for us only.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a power song that spiritual people, shamans have in certain traditions, that is their power.
Mm-hmm.
And they sing it when they need that. And it's individual. And it's based upon the relationships they have with the beings in this world and beyond. So this is just about the frustration of trying to get the answer from, in the dream, it's me, but it might not be me. That's the representation.
Right.
But trying to get the answer from someone else when the moth and the hawk and you're the one who has and holds the answers.
Mm-hmm.
And the repetition of doing it and then me going to bed and saying we'll talk tomorrow, the repetition of you doing that same thing over and over
Mm-hmm.
is like, that's this pattern that we've been talking about, is stopping, like realizing that that's the pattern, is going to somebody else for the information. You can go to somebody else and gather information, but like it said, you have to take it back into you and fold it in or let it go. Mm-hmm. Like what works, what happens in all of that. Which is also similar to what's happening here in this situation, in this moment of like, right. But like we both said, I've gone to people because I'm too close to me.
Yeah.
I need somebody to like not.
Right.
To help me not, because I'm writing stories in my head, trying to make sense of it. And you and I are similar in this. I will go right to the negative aspect that the card talks about and believe that that's true. Mm-hmm. Versus allowing the positive aspect of the card as much power. Yeah. And as much truthfulness. Right. Because I'm used to telling me that I'm not worthy. No, that can't be. I have to have done something wrong. Yeah. Because it's impossible for me to do anything right.
Well, because that's what
we're told.
We've been told since birth.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the pattern. Yeah. How does that? I can tell you're like, it's all just moving. Yeah. Stillness, ice. Mm-hmm. My hands are chilly.
Your hands are what?
Chilly.
Oh, so am I. I haven't been cold in a long time.
Did you need to cut that for a reason?
Yeah.
What's on the top? What is it? This
Three of Wands.
Oh, that's good. That's a good card.
But it's...
Oh, you're pregnant.
No, shut up. Shut your filthy ass mouth.
Oh my God, can you imagine?
No.
Ugh.
No. Even though, think about it. When my mom was pregnant with me, my grandma a year later was pregnant with twins. So my mom's youngest siblings are younger than me.
That sounds very Utah.
In the Two of Wands, you faced a decision and made a commitment. From that moment until the time of fruition, there was uncertainty. Even when you absolutely know what you want and have taken all the proper steps to achieve it. Until it actually happens, you'll wonder, will it work out? You imagine what it will feel like when it does. You try not to think about what it will feel like if it doesn't. The Three of Wands heralds the fruit of your passion, the successful realization of the goals you've worked so hard to achieve. The results are so much more than you ever dreamed. Creations of the heart always are.
My stomach agrees. You can't hear it, maybe. But I literally was recording with someone the other day, and they were in a different state. That microphone points right at me, and I have it going one directional. And the on this thing, that purple square lights up when it's collecting sound. Well, my stomach would growl, and my little purple box would light up, and I'm like, God, I hope that doesn't catch on there. I think this goes back to the Eight of Pentacles when it comes to you have to. Oh, which I don't mean to plug, but we're going back to the book for a second. That's why in the back of Get Your Shit Together 101, I leave the page that says all your successes and your wins. You just put it doesn't matter what it was, you put a hashtag so that at least you're acknowledging and accounting for them. And you can go back to that page and look down and go, oh my God, I trusted myself 15 times in the last 3 days and I've been right every time. And it's that idea of looking at the wins and my stomach loves it. Acknowledging them, processing them, and knowing that you've achieved things because, as you just said a few minutes ago, we're taught the opposite. So it does start with an inventory, because no matter what, we will wake up thinking about the deficiencies we have.
Yeah.
And what happened yesterday, what I have to do today, and how I fucked up, or how I talked too long and I didn't leave enough time at night for getting things done, and I'm days behind publishing. Like, that's my date. That was my last few days. But if I were to wake up and list my successes, that's a much different mindset for
so
today.
What are you going to start doing? Waking up and making a list of your successes.
Why did you just turn that on me? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Are you going to wake up and start making a list of your successes?
I kind of like that, because you have the whole gratitude thing, right? And people will do the gratitude thing. But it seems it's almost repetitive. And they're like, oh, well, I'm glad I have a roof over my head. And I'm glad this. And
Yep.
So what if you change that gratitude aspect? So like they say, list 3 to 5 things before you go to bed at night.
Yep.
Or when you wake up in the morning. Why don't we all start listing our successes?
I also would point out in that a lot of times when we talk when we say things that we're grateful for, there is this weird little thread in there that we have it and we should be grateful for it, but it's not because of what we did. It's because it's been gifted to us. And we should be grateful because it was given to us, right? Like, I can be grateful that you've chosen to be my friend and we continue to be. Yeah. And that's different than God giving you something that you should just be great, right?
Yeah.
Like, I can be like, yeah, okay. All right, I'll start. Yesterday was a very fucking long day. I knew I started at 8 a.m. I didn't leave the salon until 9:15 p.m.
Oh.
I knew, and I know because I've been trying to pay attention to my body, that I'm not good at packing lunches, but I know I'm going to need to eat throughout the day. So I made sure that I had my Metrex bars that are meal replacement bars. I thought I might have a couple breaks during the day that I could go and get food. Didn't. But I knew that was probably going to happen because I'm a talker. And so I brought enough food, and I brought my little coffees canned, and they're there. I prepared myself food-wise so that I wasn't going to the bag of Doritos that are in the little cupboard, or the box of candy for clients that no longer has chocolate in it. But that, not because of me, but it probably was. But anyway, so that negated all of my. Do you see that? I'm just doing this for you so that you understand what not to do to yourself. But I also don't love that the frog's a little chubby. I mean, I don't mind chubby, but like, you know what I mean? So So I just negated all of the positive I did, right?
Yes.
So don't do that, right? But that's a thing. Because even telling you, reading to you about what the King of Wands is, I was concerned about people thinking I was talking so highly of myself. It would be irresponsible for me to not acknowledge that there are times when how I speak and how people perceive me living my life is inspirational to them. And because if I wasn't aware of that, I wouldn't, it could be dangerous. Again, you could be a cult leader, right? And also unaware. So I felt like, oh, I'm talking about, because I started reading it and I'm like, I shouldn't have done this because now people are going to think, right?
Yeah.
So
like
again,
you're putting yourself on a pedestal or whatever. Yeah.
Not what I'm doing.
Right.
But like rolling these things, right? Like, so these are the stories that play. So listen, my success yesterday was that I prepared and had food there for myself to eat so that I was taking care of my body better on a day, especially that I was there for 13 hours.
Yeah.
My other successes yesterday were, I did make money. So I did, which I need. So I did do that. And I did last night get my sheet made and sent out, the preparation sheet for next weekend's event. So those are my 3 successes, as well as I did good hair. So
yeah.
But immediately for me in the morning, I start off with, oh my God, you guys, can I just sleep a little bit longer? Cats, dog, all
same.
Meow, meow,
same.
meow. Can you feed me?
It's like, I hate that worse than anything. If I wake up on my own stupid early, I'm okay with it.
Yep.
But if the kid or the animals wake me up, and it's like, Jesus Christ, can I just fucking one day? I want one fucking day to sleep in and not wake up before 7 o'clock.
Yep.
And just sleep. Yep. And what would that look like? How would that? I don't fucking know because I never get it.
Correct.
But then, even if I stay up stupid late and no.
Yep. No.
I don't even bother trying to sleep in anymore.
Because of Henry's situation, he has to get up and go out. Luckily, there's a door right from my bedroom outside, but we're up every 2-ish hours. So he wakes me up, I have to take him out, and then we come back in. So I haven't slept great in probably years, but at least a year, which is I'm happy to do that for him. But I wake up, okay, I'm coming, I'll feed you. Are you hungry? And then I change, so I hit them, get my thing done. I already know what I've kind of needed to do, because last night I looked at my day and was like, okay, I have to be in Grantsville at 11. Okay, so what time do I need to set the alarm for? 8:30, but I'm up by 8 because they're hungry and ready to go. And I don't take the time to do that. So I really like this idea of maybe for a little bit, because we keep changing, taking the gratitude piece out and putting the accomplishment thing in. Yeah, good idea.
Successes.
Yep, successes.
And maybe not have your successes be off of stuff being done.
Especially for other people.
Yeah, like so instead of, oh, I got this, and this done, maybe it was I was able to sit and not distract myself with something for 20 minutes. Yep. Or I was able to have a relaxed day and I watched a movie I wanted to, and I read a book, and I didn't clean. I didn't, I didn't work. I didn't
criticize myself for sitting and not working.
Like those are successes too. It's not just based off of what was done physically or not physically.
Because it's the productivity. Like, did you produce today?
Yeah.
Which is always something physical.
Yeah.
Instead of like, no, I actually produced my own fucking piece today. Okay.
Yeah. Like, oh, well, I'm not successful unless I got all the household chores done and then added more to, and then still did time for, whatever. Yeah. So we can't have it that way either. It can't just be based on production.
No, because guess what? You're not a cow.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a cow. We're not Santa's elves. Solely produced anyway. We're not cattle. We're not a commodity.
Even though they would, people would like to think or treat you as if, but that is not the case.
That's not the case.
Don't buy into
it.
All right.
Okay.
That was long.
Thank you for sharing your deepest, darkest day nap dream. It wasn't a dream. I don't even want to call it a dream. It was like a liminal space journey.
Yeah.
To see things, because you don't remember your dreams.
No.
I don't either, unless they're meant to be remembered.
Right.
Yeah. So thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks for going over it, putting it in some perspective.
The cards were helpful. And I don't even read tarot, really.
Right.
But, we don't have to. I really like this because you're so close to the end of the story and you said to me today, I feel like it's not going to be a huge transformation, like this boom thing, like lightning strike. It's going to be this transformation.
Yeah.
And it's this,
but at the same time, something big.
Yes.
But not in your face all at once big. Like it's,
So I think, to me, people want the other. But the way, and tarot's, again, not my thing, but the way tarot works is you roll through all of them, and the culmination is the 10 of Pentacles, which is foundation, security, money, safety, like all of that. So to me, it's not about that one moment where everything changes. It's about the moment when you've learned so much and you've integrated and changed, because it takes time to do so. And then the moment when you realize, oh shit, that would have affected me differently than it is now, and I don't think that way anymore. Or, oh, I didn't, that's changed. And then it becomes like this unfolding of new territory to explore. I'm going to keep going back to the explore word.
Yeah.
Because I can do that.
We should have went over the definition, but we'll do that next time.
Yeah. Next time. So don't forget, if you want one of these glorious t-shirts, you can get one. The link will be in the description below. They're made to order for the most part, unless I have one on hand. And you can, then we'll have it made for you here locally in the big TC, Tula County, and and get it sent off to you or given to you, however. Yeah. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Yeah.
Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for being vulnerable. It was a bridge.
And good try, but that was a little stretch. Don't
remember, get past the face value of things.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have my notes here that have been impactful for me today. Okay. Let me find the mouse. Anything else?
Nope.
Same. All right, you guys. Thanks for listening, and talk to you soon.
Bye.
Oh, wait.
Oh.
Happy Valentine's Day yesterday.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
that's when this will go out. Yeah, happy Valentine's Day
Luca's
yesterday.
birthday is tomorrow.
Really? Is it?
Mhm.
Oh, happy birthday, Luca. Yeah, so happy Valentine's Day yesterday.
And Teresa. Happy birthday, Teresa.
See?
Yeah.
I like that.
Mhm.
All right, cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
When's your birthday again?
March.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, you're right at the end of... You're right, you and then me. Yeah, okay. So March and April will be very extra special episodes.
Hopefully.
Maybe that's this big thing coming is your birthday.
No,
No.
we're not gonna. No,
We don't talk about it that way.
No.
All right.
Until then, go fuck yourself.
My vibration is, I almost forgot, more than just fine.
Yeah, more than.
More.